right, it is November 17th, 2024. I got fluff on my shoulder. It was I just had a power nap, so I was on the bed with the kitties. They're doing pretty good now. We got these cats a good few months back now, but our biggest dog is very interested in them, so we've been very cautious with the introduction. So finally at the point where one of them can walk around her, like the big dog, no issue at all, and she's taken an interest in the second cat. So we're pretty confident she won't purposefully hurt them, but it's just that she's so big that like it would be very easy for her to accidentally hurt him or to kind of bully him without meaning to, just like if he's afraid. So anyway, I need a power nap. Try to do that on the weekend when I can. But yeah, now it's like the rest of the day. I gotta do content. So past week, I don't know if I have too many updates from work. Had a couple drives into the office to get some code commute content done, which is going pretty well. I'm getting more and more people subscribing to that second YouTube channel. I guess it's technically the third YouTube channel because this is a dedicated one. But yeah, more people signing up to that. It's cool because that's like totally unedited, just like no thumbnails, just throw it together, and it's a stream of consciousness. So it's cool that people are enjoying that. But I don't think I have any real updates from work. Like we're going to be getting into like planning season for us coming up. Sort of like we're in it right now, I guess I should say, but like got to get together, like the more formal stuff will be up and coming. So yeah, that's probably it. Like nothing really worthy of mentioning for work. On the brand go side of things, just continuing to do outreach. We're just trying to stay on top of like the cold outreach, which is so uncomfortable. Again, if you were watching any of these from the meal coach times, you know how much I hate this, but it's like, got to do it. So actually I'm behind today. I have a list of people I need to go contact. And then I think we're going to do a product hunt launch. We are announcing our sort of our free tier. So we are going to be offering cross-platform posting for free. So there are lots of other products and services that allow you to do cross-platform posting, but we're just going to enable it for free because our other offerings are where we would like people to be paying because we think that's where the value is. So that's going to be part of the strategy for us going forward. We just got to finish off the pricing and stuff for that. Sorry, when I say pricing, I mean like the pricing pages and all of that, so that it actually is officially like a free tier with free access to the cross-platform posting, that kind of thing. We have TikTok support. I've been saying TikTok support for like months now, but we finally got the first post that went out to TikTok yesterday, and spent so long. I mean, just getting to this point, but spent so long yesterday in particular, just trying to get. TikTok requires that you have like domain validation when you're uploading media from URLs. So it was just a nightmare to configure, and it really wasn't that complicated. Apparently, my nap didn't work. It wasn't really that complicated, but like in hindsight, but it just, one of the crappy things about like DNS stuff is like it's not instant. So you make changes and like something's not working, but there's caching and there's all this other stuff going on. So then you make more changes, but like maybe the previous changes actually worked. They just hadn't propagated. So just a pain in the ass, but that's all taken care of. So we had our first post go out. And then we're also going to be launching an affiliate program. So that's underway. Yeah, a lot of stuff coming for that, and we're going to be pushing forward. So it's all goodness. I think we'll have we have Mastodon support. It's just internal right now because the way that you have to auth with different servers, because it's the Fediverse. So we have to make that feel good from a user experience perspective. And then we have to do a little bit of work to get YouTube to allow us to have a higher quota. So Mastodon and YouTube are right there, which is super cool. So anyway, that's Brand Ghost. Just lots of exciting stuff on the way. So I'm very happy to be working on that. Dev Leaders next. So I am almost done migrating my blog. I am so excited. I've been live streaming over the past few weeks, and I was only dedicating like live stream time to do this, but I wanted to like just kind of get it over the finish line, and I am basically right there. Like I think I just need to like essentially flip over my DNS settings and put my staging site live. So oh, and sorry, I should mention I need to like, since I've started this, there's a few like newsletters that have not been added, so I need to bring those over, but otherwise all done. Yeah, honestly, it's been hectic, just trying to get it done. So I don't get me wrong, WordPress I think is a good platform. I think that you can kind of hurt yourself like how I did with all the plugins, just trying to enable stuff, because you end up pulling in so much extra garbage just to get functionality. So you're pulling in garbage to like help with other garbage you brought in, kind of thing. So it'll be good to move away from that. I'm on Light Sale for that, which is an Amazon service. I'll be moving to Azure. So again, it's not like I work at Microsoft. I'm not trying to say like, oh, it's just because Azure is the best kind of thing. Light Sale has been good, but the combination of Light Sale with WordPress, which is using something called Bitnami. And I used Bitnami or Bitnami, however you want to say it, like many, many years ago when I was setting up WordPress on like my Raspberry Pi. So like, I feel like this is literally going back over 10 years. But the WordPress stack for Bitnami on Light Sale has just been a nightmare. My site goes down every 1 to 2 days. And it's probably because of the plugins and stuff, but like I just can't deal with it anymore, and I'm so excited to kind of just switch over the DNS and have everything live. So I'm gonna start making a few YouTube videos on how to use this platform. So it's a Blazor blog engine from Steven Giesel, which is super cool. I forked it. I've started kind of customizing it for myself. But yeah, it's all around pretty awesome to work with. So I'm jazzed about that. Um, and then otherwise, yeah, I've been a little slower on YouTube videos just because like, do I have a good excuse? I don't know. I did like 2 live streams last week. I'm going to be doing 2 live streams this week. I haven't had new interview candidates. I think the next one I have is on Tuesday. So that'll be good. That'll be someone who's also kind of like a junior getting into the industry. So I think her insights will be really cool for people to hear about. But yeah, like YouTube videos have been a little slow, but it's kind of interesting. I'm making more content. So 2 live streams, I got 2 YouTube videos out, and then I published 4 code commute videos, and it would have been 6, but I lost like an hour and a half of content because my camera went into a mode that was like there's no the audio just like wasn't there, so it was really dumb. I was really frustrated about that, but anyway, like the overall amount of content that's going out is significantly more. So yeah, I'll try to do a better job on the standard YouTube videos. The last one I put out on Friday did quite well. It's probably one of my best performing videos. I mean, I have some that are doing well in search, so like they're tutorials and that kind of thing. So they like because they've been out for like a year and a half, they are doing better by every metric just because they've existed longer. But this one is trending to be like one of my best performing videos. I would like to attribute that to my video editor who is doing my thumbnails now. One of the things, and this is just kind of like from a content creation perspective, one of the things that, I mean, if you're watching these or if you're just kind of joining in and you're hearing this one now, one of the things early on that I've known is not a good indicator on my channel, or sorry, is an indicator that I need to improve something. That's what I should say, is my click through rate. My click through rate, for context, is like 1 to 3% on a given video. Like, it's really bad, which means if YouTube puts it in front of 100 people, 1 to 3 people will click it. It's leaving so much opportunity on the table. And if you think about it, even if I created the best video that's ever been made, like, if no one is clicking it because of the thumbnail and the title, then no one's ever going to see it. So this video, for example, that went up on Friday, the click-through rate's like over 6%. So it's like a lot better. It's, what is it, like double to 6 times more, like 2 to 6 times more click-through. So like, it's just doing better. Now, what happens if you're not familiar with this stuff, is like, when YouTube starts putting your video in front of people, this is why you don't necessarily need to have like a huge subscriber base, but when YouTube puts your video in front of people, if they watch it all the way through, right, and then they stick around and they start watching other stuff you have, basically it's a good indicator to YouTube. Like, we put this video in front of someone, they clicked it, they stuck around, and they continued to stay. Like, that will jack up the number of people that it tries to serve it to, because it's like, hey, this is keeping people on the platform. So if you have a video with a crappy thumbnail and title, and YouTube starts putting it in front of the initial audience, if people aren't clicking it, YouTube's like, I'm not going to bother serving this to people. Why would I? They're not interested. So they start with your subscriber base, right? Like, they start with your core audience. And if your core audience isn't even clicking it, like, YouTube's not very convinced it should keep going broader. So anyway, it's just it amplifies. It's not like having a little bit more click through is just, proportionally a couple of more views. It like becomes exponential because it has this snowball effect where YouTube will keep trying to push it to more people. So anyway, it's a big gap for me, and this is a good indicator. So I'm probably going to do a couple things. One is I'm going to do a series on using the Blazor blog engine. I'll talk about some of the migration stuff that I've talked about in my my live streams, but I'm going to make it a little bit more clear for people just so they can see what's going on. So it will be less like stream of consciousness, more like, here's what I did. The series will also talk about the Blazor blog engine features, and then I'm going to do like built with AI. So I'm going to pick some things to go build, and then I will make a video of trying to build them just using AI tools. Now, in practice, there's probably going to be a little bit of code I have to write that's not like the AI spat it out. Like, if I have to go fix up method signatures and stuff like that, I'll just do it. But I think the goal is going to be like, let's assume that I'm trying to build something and I don't know anything about it. Like, how much can we have AI use? What I might do different flavors of this where like I pretend I know nothing. And then I will maybe do another flavor of this where it's like, hey, this is someone, like, I'm someone who's been building software for over 20 years. If I needed to build something that I've never done before, and I use the knowledge that I have, like, can I prompt the AI more effectively to go build better things? So I want to play around with different versions of this, but I'm going to try doing some of that, I think. And then third career course for Dome Train is going to start. I will probably even start recording that tonight. So a lot of work still to do. I'm going to be going to bed at like 11. It's just before 4 now, so I got a Skype call with my family. That's 7 hours minus 1. I got 6 hours of work left. How much can I get done? Let's see. But I will see you next week. Thanks for tuning in. Take care.